Hello everyone, it's AJ. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new episode of my weekly watch roundup. All those things on TV and film that I have watched over the course of the past week. So let's get into it. Okay, yeah, so again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this into two sections, TV and movies. TV come first, movies second, as there's far more. No, say it's pretty evenly split this week. Yeah, so before I begin, if you're new to the channel, I just want to welcome you. Great to have you here. If you're returning, fantastic. Either way, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please consider doing so. Hit the subscribe button, come join the channel. Let me know in the comments section what you've been watching this week, what I'm missing out on, if there's anything you feel that I should take a look at and incorporate into my weekly watch. Is there a TV series that's fantastic that you've seen recently that I'm missing out on, or a film? Let me know either way. Anyway, so let's get started. First thing I watched was Family Guy. New episode of Family Guy was up. Always good when an episode of Family Guy is up. Do love it, really enjoy it. So much so, I can't even remember what the episode was about. Just give me 1 second. I just had to step away and check. So anyway, so this latest episode of Family Guy. Obviously A story, B story. The A story centred around Peter taking Chris to Canada, but Chris has come back from camp and claims that he has got a girlfriend and no one believes him. They all think he's lying. So Peter takes him on this road trip to prove that he does in fact have a girlfriend. While he's gone, Lois and Meg sort of are in competition for the affection of a handyman that they've hired to come around and fix some stuff, and they're breaking things around the house to have him come back some more. So these two stories, obviously hilarity ensues. Yeah, it was a decent episode. So much, like I said, I can't remember it, but there you go. Next up was Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Yes, episode 2 of season 1 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Wow. Wow. I'm blown away by this series. 2 episodes in. This episode was better than the first episode, and the first episode was very good. What can I say? It was an away mission. There's this planet that's in distress. Well, they don't know they're in distress. The Enterprise is watching this comet pass by this planet, but the comet changes course and is going to head into the planet. Only when they attempt to stop it, the comet raises these shields. It's a pre-warp civilization down on the planet. It's going to get wiped out. So they've got to stop the comet, but the comet has a structure on it, and the comet is protected by this other alien race that wants it to go through the motions of whatever it does, because it can seed life if it hits a planet, even if it in turn wipes out another life. So yeah, so this episode was very good. You're getting to know the crew a lot better. All I can say is where this series is sort of 1 episode per week or 1 story per week, as opposed to a massive big ongoing story that Picard and Discovery have been giving us, it shows what works for Star Trek and what doesn't, and what works more so are those sort of smaller scale stories, because you've got more chance of giving the crew something to do. See, with Discovery, they create this crew that is a Star Trek-esque type of crew, like you always have in Star Trek. So many crew members in different roles. But where you're doing an overarching story that's massive, it feels like you're shoehorning these characters in whenever you give them something to do. It's not a natural, naturally a story for them, but this one, it feels like, and the cast all feel really good. The young Uhura is excellent. I got to say that. Anson Mount as Christopher Pike, spot on. Love him in the role. Really good. This series, and Ethan Pecker's Spock is fantastic. So this series looks like it's shaping up to be something special. The Star Trek we didn't get that we should have got from before. Next up, I did watch, and I put this under TV, although I watched them on disc, and I do have them, are the 3 Family Guy Star Wars specials: A Blue Harvest, Something, 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 Dark Side, and It's a Trap. Star Wars Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi done in Family Guy form, 45 minutes apiece. Fantastic. The reason I watched these is because I did send, I know Matt had picked one up, I picked one up for him, and then I sent him one that I had in my collection, which you can go and check out on his channel if you so wish. It's worth checking out. It's worth checking his channel out, actually. Fantastic. And you can see him do an opening of this item that I sent him. It's a special edition of the first one. It's got all Bumph inside it, t-shirt, all stuff like this. Really worth checking out. So go over to his channel, check out his opening for that. And I love this Star Wars trilogy, this Family Guy-esque Star Wars trilogy. Obviously, this was done before the Disney merger, because Disney wouldn't have the guts to do this with Star Wars and poke fun at it and this sort of a thing, like what Family Guy does. Yeah, just a whole really, really enjoyable. You do get more out of it if you are a Family Guy Family Guy fan than if you're not. That's all I can say. But yeah. So that's it for TV. Now. Just dropped something on the floor, don't know where it's gone. Now let's move on to the films that I've watched this week. Okay, first up, The Lost City. Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, Brad Pitt, action-adventure film. Lacking. It's not a bad film. Don't get me wrong, Brad Pitt's fantastic in it. I didn't feel that there was much of a connection between Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum on screen. It was originally meant to be, they did originally want Ryan Reynolds for the role, but that didn't work out. Obviously Ryan Reynolds does have good charisma with Sandra Bullock. They were together in The Proposal. But no, it's Channing Tatum, and I like Sandra Bullock, I like Channing Tatum, but it didn't work. There's some funny moments, don't get me wrong, and it's nicely filmed film. Daniel Radcliffe is the baddie, Brad Pitt's in a sort of scene-stealing extended cameo. But lacked something. Then I watched Firestarter, the remake version of Firestarter, which sent me to sleep about halfway through. Yeah, I didn't miss nothing either. Zac Efron stars. Don't really like Zac Efron. Could have done without him being in it. The young girl was pretty good in the role, I thought. Again, it just didn't. It feels like it was made by committee to make money, other than let's do justice to this Stephen King novel. And then I watched Operation Mincemeat, which is a World War II war drama. Sort of spies and all that sort of a thing, and it's, like I said, it's a true story based on the Brits us wanting to dump a dead body with information on it to get the Germans to do something beyond what, so that we can go and do something else, so to speak. All this sort of subterfuge and this sort of thing. Colin Firth stars, wealth of British talent within it. A very good film, slow burn film. Don't expect no action or anything like that. If slow burn's not your thing, then this isn't going to be for you. But a historical story. It's fantastic. I liked it. I like this sort of film, so that was for me. Then I watched Shark Bait. Yeah, new shark film. I love watching shark films. Very rare do you find a decent one. Good film and shark film really go together. You have a few exceptions: Jaws, Deep Blue Sea, Shallows, that sort of thing. But this one wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad, actually. It was nicely filmed. Unknowns in the acting roles. Acting maybe a bit questionable at times. You didn't really like this group of people because they set out, at the beginning they're like millennials getting drunk and all this sort of thing, and one cheating on his girlfriend, and then they set out to steal a couple of jet skis. So you're not being put in a position where you really care for the characters. It's the only thing I would say. But as shark films go, it kept away from certain cliches. Some of the shark effects weren't too bad. The film was set all at sea. You did get that sense of environment. so it must have had a bit more higher budget than a lot that you get, but it weren't bad. It weren't bad. You'd have to watch it yourself. See if you like the concepts of people in the water fending off sharks, and you like it. The problem for me with a lot of these films is they lack character development, and this film's no exception in that case. But I've seen far worse shark films. And then last up is a sequel to the 1996 Arnold Schwarzenegger film Eraser. Yeah, called Eraser Reborn. Yeah, a new Eraser film. I knew nothing about it. Came out of nowhere. It's got a Blu-ray DVD release sometime soon. It was okay. It was from Warner Brothers, Home Entertainment, so it's a straight video sort of release. But it runs for 1 hour 42 minutes, which is a good sign. It has actors in it that are relatively unknown, I've never seen before, which was clever on their part, because then all the money went into the production. And it's slickly made, it's slickly directed, it's slickly shot, it's got great sound production to it. The musical score's pretty good. There's no car chases, it's all sort of gunplay. But it feels like the money, the limited budget they have got is there on the screen. So it ain't too bad. I didn't mind the main guy. If they'd done a sequel to it, I'd watch it. But ultimately, I think it's one of those films that I would forget rather quick. I don't know if that's a negative or a positive. It's a positive in the sense that I would, like I said, I'd rewatch it. If I go and rewatch it in a year's time, I've probably forgotten it anyway. So it's like, oh yeah, forgot this one. It's pretty good. But I don't know whether that's, like I said, but then a lot of things don't stick with me now anyway, because life's so busy that you watch a film and then, you know, like Family Guy, you watch it and it's gone. But that's because I watched 3 Family Guys after that. But anyway, so that was it. That was everything I watched this week. A fair amount there. Maybe I should go out and get a life instead of watching. But there you go. No, I'll fit it in. Anyway, so that was it. Let me know what you've been watching this week. Let me know, like I said, if you've seen any of this stuff, if you're going to watch any of this stuff, if you're interested in it, if you've seen it and you dislike it, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on stuff and have a friendly conversation about it. So in that, like I said, put it down below. Not only that, hit the subscribe button, come join the channel, and notification bell. Keep you apprised of all upcoming content. It's normally daily from me. I might put a stop to that as well. A bit too much. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know, I'm just sort of thinking out loud. But I've always got stuff planned. There you go. I'm off. I'm going. I've got to go down Primark and change a t-shirt. It's too small for me. I bought one t-shirt, Doctor Strange t-shirt, and the large fits me. Bought another t-shirt, Back to the Future one, large, and it's way too small, so I'm going to have to go probably XXL on that. Their sizes are just awful. I don't know. I'm having a little moan about nothing, aren't I? I'm going. I'll see you later. Go.